Have you ever noticed that sometimes, no matter how much you explain, people just don't get what you mean? Maybe it's not a lack of clarity, but a lack of frequency. The truth is that we live in a world where everyone emits and receives invisible signals, vibrations, and not everyone has the necessary connection to understand yours. It's hard to hear this, but it's not that they don't want to understand you. It's that they can't. And here's what no one tells you. It's not your job to diminish yourself, energy to fit into someone else's limited vision. Instead, your mission is to expand your conscience, keep your authenticity, and use the law of attraction in your favor. When you understand how this resonance works, you stop wasting time trying to please everyone and start attracting those who are truly in your favor. Compatibility with its essence, the most provocative. This adjustment of mentality can completely transform your relationships, opportunities, and even your perception of abundance in a matter of weeks. We're not talking about magic, but a mechanism that's already operating in your life, whether you believe it or not. And when you learn to control this frequency, begins to have a silent power that few master. Now, if you're ready to understand why some connections are instantaneous while others never happen, and how to use this knowledge to create prosperity and transformation in your life, then it's time to dive into this content that can change everything. It's curious how, at certain moments, a person speaks, explains, repeats, and yet it seems like no one gets the message. This is because often it's not the clarity of the words that matters, but the frequency that is emitted. It's like trying to listen to a radio station that's out of tune. The sound is full of noise, and the message is lost. What few realize is that this feeling of nobody understands me may be more about vibration that is transmitted rather than the logic that is presented. Have you ever noticed that with some people, just a look is enough to exist? Connection immediate, while with others, even hours of conversation don't seem to work. This is because communication goes far beyond words. It's energy pure being exchanged. And when the compatibility vibrational is not present, understanding is compromised. Often, frustration does not come from the other person not wanting to understand, but from simply being in a frequency different. The big challenge is realizing that it's not a personal failure. It's like trying to tune a TV in the days of analog antennas. No matter how much you tweaked it, if the channel wasn't aligned, the picture would never be clear. This is where the role of conscience. Realize that your energy influences who can capture what you express. And when there is no resonance, there is no point in forcing the tuning. This realization changes everything. Instead of exhausting yourself trying to be understood at any cost, it's smarter to work on your own mentality and raise one's own vibration. Because when that happens, naturally the right people, with abundance of understanding and positivity, begin to emerge. But then an even deeper question arises. If communication goes beyond words, what is the true language that connects people? Few people realize it, but there's a secret language that's always in play, even when no one opens their mouth. It's the language of vibration, yes, energy, of what cannot be seen, but which can be felt. It's like entering a room and, without knowing why, feeling light and comfortable, or on the contrary, heavy and uncomfortable. This silent communication is dictated by frequency that each person emits, and it speaks much louder than any rehearsed speech. Imagine two people talking about the same topic. One transmits positivity, enthusiasm, and authenticity. The other, insecurity, doubt, and let's sabotage the car. The words may be similar, but the energetic translation will be completely different. It's as if the law of attraction be the universal translator, interpreting not just what you say, but how you vibrate as you say it. This perception explains why certain messages work with some and not with others. When the compatibility vibrational connection exists, the exchange flows easily. But when there's no such connection, it's like trying to explain a joke to someone who doesn't understand the reference. No matter how hard you try, the laugh won't come. Conscience of this invisible language is the key to building relationships that really make sense. The most fascinating thing is that we are all transmitters and receivers of this language all the time. The higher your frequency, the easier it is to transmit messages that generate resonance and inspire transformation. And this raises another intriguing question. Why, with some people, this connection happens almost instantaneously, while with others, even after years, it never takes hold. It's almost magical. There are encounters where, within minutes, there's already a feeling of intimacy, as if the person has been in your life for years. This isn't a coincidence, it's compatibility vibrational in action. When two people are in the same frequency, an energy flows without blockages, the thoughts line up, and the emotions find a safe space to express themselves. It is the law of attraction, showing that harmony is not about time spent together, but about the quality of connection. On the other hand, there are relationships where, no matter how much effort you put in, things just don't work. It's like trying to fit two puzzle pieces from different boxes together. They might have similar shapes, but they don't quite fit. This doesn't mean anyone is wrong, but rather that vibrations are not in resonance. And when there is no resonance, there is no flow of abundance, emotional or genuine understanding. A simple example, think of those friendships that are born at any event. You exchange a few words and suddenly, you're already planning the next conversation. It's as if energy had opened an invisible portal to the expansion of this relationship. Now compare it to that co-worker who, even after months, still seems like a complete stranger. This is the direct effect of rapport, or lack thereof. This reality is liberating because it shows that there is no need to blame yourself when positivity and human warmth do not appear in certain bonds. Sometimes life is just showing that, in order to maintain your inner power, it's better to invest energy where there is compatibility. And this leads us to a dangerous myth: the idea that you have to please everyone to be accepted. One of the biggest mistakes many people make is believing that they need to shape their frequency to fit other people's expectations. It's like trying to tune a radio station to play every kind of music. In the end, you lose the sound quality and the essence of the programming. When people try too hard to please, they dilute their authenticity, loses their sonance, natural, and, without realizing it, begins to enter into its sabotage the car. This constant search for approval consumes an absurd amount of energy. When trying to fit into all kinds of mentality, the individual ceases to attract relationships and opportunities aligned with your abundance interior. It's like exchanging a tailor-made banquet for a generic dish that pleases everyone more or less, but truly satisfies no one. Stay true to yourself. Inner power is to understand that the law of attraction responds to what you genuinely vibrate. When the vibration is forced, compatibility with the right people and situations is lost. And ironically, by trying to please everyone, one ends up pleasing no one deeply. It's as if conscience, that she was always in simultaneous translation mode, trying to adapt to each environment. Freeing yourself from this myth is an act of transformation. It's accepting that not everyone will grasp your positivity and that everything is fine. After all, your natural filter frequency is precisely what selects who remains by your side. And here comes a fascinating point. The very law of attraction is responsible for filtering who enters and who leaves your life. A law of attraction works like a silent radar, calibrated by your frequency. It attracts people, situations, and opportunities that are in resonance with your synergy current. And this happens without you having to hunt for anything. The filter is automatic. Just as a magnet only attracts compatible metals, your vibration only keeps close what is aligned with your inner power and yours mentality. This explains why some people appear in your life suddenly and, almost magically, become key players in your growth. When you're vibrating positivity, abundance and authenticity, attracts relationships, partnerships, and even financial opportunities that mirror this same frequency. It's as if life is saying, now you're ready to receive this. The same filter also works in reverse. If your energy is stuck in patterns of let's sabotage the car, thoughts of scarcity and dense emotions, you'll notice that what enters your life reflects exactly this pattern. It's like trying to plant flowers in dry soil and neglecting to water them. The results will always be limited. Conscience, this process is liberating because it puts the power of transformation in your hands. The most interesting thing is that when you understand this natural filter, you stop worrying about losing people. You realize that if someone has moved away, it's because compatibility ceased to exist. And this brings us to an important point. There are clear signs that show when someone is not on your frequency. There are subtle but very clear indications that the compatibility, energetic connection with someone is not present. One of the first is the feeling that the conversation never flows, as if there were an invisible wall blocking the connection. Even with effort, the thoughts seem to follow different paths, and the emotions, they don't find space to express themselves authentically. It's like trying to dance with someone who's listening to a different song. Another strong sign is excessive judgment. When their sonance doesn't exist, small differences become big barriers. You can speak with the best of intentions, but the message comes across distorted. It's a waste of energy constant, where the positivity seems to find no space. This, little by little, undermines the possibility of relationships healthy and productive. There's also the noise in communication. Frequent misunderstandings, the need to explain things over and over, or that feeling that the other person doesn't want to understand. This doesn't mean someone is bad, just that frequency of you is not in tune. When the law of attraction detects this incompatibility, it naturally promotes a separation, whether rapid or gradual. Recognizing these signs is an act of conscience and inner power, because it prevents you from investing energy where there is no healthy return. And instead of trying to change the other, it is wiser to maintain your vibration elevated. After all, there is a powerful way to do this, even in the face of criticism and resistance. Keep the vibration elevated in the face of criticism is like holding the helm steady during a storm. The wind may blow hard, but you don't lose your way. This is where inner power reveals itself. When someone tries to diminish your energy with words or actions, the natural reaction is to defend oneself or give in to be accepted. But true strength lies in not allowing frequency. On the other, download yours. A good strategy is to create emotional anchors, small actions or memories that reconnect you to positivity. It could be listening to a song that inspires you, rereading a passage from a book that uplifted your conscience, or simply practice deep breathing until you feel that your energy got back on track. For example, books like The Power of Now, the Eckhart Tolle Who Ask, and It Will Be Given by Esther Hicks are great for realigning your mentality quickly. Another important point is to filter what really deserves your attention. Constructive criticism helps transformation, but personal attacks are almost always projections of the let's sabotage, the car of the other. Keep the authenticity means not conforming to someone else's taste just to avoid conflict. It means acting with connection, internal, and remember that your resonance attracts those who are aligned with your journey. When you can remain stable even in the midst of differing opinions, you realize that your frequency becomes a beacon visible to the right people. And it's precisely this state of balance that turns you into a true magnet for aligned connections. Raise the frequencies like tuning an instrument. The more precise the tuning, the more beautiful the music you play to the world. Law of attraction responds directly to the quality of your energy. So if you want to attract relationships, opportunities, and experiences of abundance, it is essential to take care of your mentality. This does not mean ignoring problems, but rather maintaining positivity as a starting point. A practical way to raise the vibration is to be mindful of what you consume, not just food, but also information, conversations, and environments. A news program full of tragedies, for example, can lower your energy in minutes, while an inspiring podcast or a book transformation staff can expand their conscience quickly. Try including readings in your routine such as Think and Grow Rich of Napoleon Hill or To Magic Right Rhonda Byrne. It is also essential to cultivate practices that strengthen the inner power. Meditation, physical exercise, daily gratitude, and moments of silence. Small, consistent actions create a resonance so strong that it starts to attract people with compatibility, natural, those who speak the same energetic language as you. It's as if, suddenly, the right doors open effortlessly. When you are in this state of expansion, life itself is responsible for bringing together those who will join your journey. And, inevitably, there will also be separations. But this is not a loss. It's just the natural cycle of connections in action. In the invisible dance of frequencies, it is natural that some people come closer while others move away. It is not a matter of luck or bad luck, but of resonance. When your energy changes, whether by transformation, internal change of mentality, or expansion of conscience, the magnetic field of your life also changes. And in this process, some bonds cease to have compatibility, opening space for new connections. Often, separation hurts because the mind insists on keeping what is no longer there, vibration aligned. It's like trying to use an old password on a system that's already been updated. It just doesn't work. This cycle is a clear expression of law of attraction, which only keeps close by what is in tune with its inner power and your positivity current. The curious thing is that when you accept this movement, life flows much more easily. Instead of fighting the separation, you begin to see it as an invitation to abundance and new opportunities. Thus, what seemed like loss reveals itself as liberation, creating space for relationships more authentic and aligned. And of course, each approach also brings its own unique learning experience. Some people come to teach you patience, others to boost your expansion, and others to show that you are no longer the same as before. The most powerful thing is to understand that in this cycle, your frequency doesn't need to be molded. It just needs to stay true. And this is where the final message of empowerment makes perfect sense. There is a quiet power in accepting that your frequency won't please everyone, and that's a blessing, not a flaw. When you live in authenticity, in full conscience of your inner power, attracts exactly the people, opportunities and experiences that reflect your vibration. It's like a unique code that can only be deciphered by those in resonance like you. When you understand this, the anxiety of being understood by everyone simply disappears. You realize that law of attraction does not work with quantity, but with compatibility. A single connection, genuine, is worth more than superficial dozens. And it is this choice of quality that makes room for abundance, prosperity, and positivity true. Living this way is living with freedom. It's looking at criticism and disapproval without allowing them to lower your energy. It is to refuse patterns of let's sabotage the car and keep in constant expansion, even if it means leaving behind relationships that do not keep up with your pace. It is to be clear that each firm step is in its own frequency, brings you closer to what is rightfully yours. And ultimately, that's the biggest transformation. understanding that life isn't about fitting in, but about expressing yourself. Because when you vibrate at your most authentic tone, you become a beacon for all that is compatible with your essence. And now comes the part that will connect all this knowledge with an introduction that captures your attention from the very first sentence. So after diving into this knowledge, do you still think life is about striving to be understood by everyone? Or have you realized the game is about adjusting your frequency to attract what is truly yours? Law of attraction never fails. It will always bring closer whoever is in resonance with your energy and push away those who aren't. The question is, are you taking care of yours? Vibration, or letting the sabotage, the car and the judgments of others determine your standard? Think about yours relationships today. Which of them make your conscience expand and which drain your positivity? What will you do from now on to strengthen your inner power and stay in your authenticity? Remember, every decision you make or raise your frequency or low, and that completely changes who and what you attract. Now is the time to act. Start taking care of yours today. Thoughts. Protect your energy and search compatibility, what you want to live with. Small daily changes have a huge impact on prosperity that's in abundance that you manifest. If this content resonated with you, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. This way, you can continue learning how to use law of attraction in a practical and powerful way. After all, if your transformation has already started, nothing fairer than maintaining this flow of expansional ways active.